concise approach to top-down market strategies and the forces affecting investments. That's the spoken word on investing.
Let's get the spoken word on computer networks now with our Chief Equity Strategist, John Blank, who joins us via Skype from the West Coast. John, you, in preparing your industry rank analysis for the month of March, say that computer networks are killing it. What do you mean? Why?
Yeah, Terry, we've got 17 companies in this computer networks industry, and in the last 2 weeks, 14 of 17 have been Zacks number 1 or 2 ranks. So basically, the entire industry is beating the market on terms of earnings surprises, magnitudes of growth, and earnings estimates, analyst upgrades. This is a very hot space, Terry.
Why is that, do you think?
Well, Terry, what's going on right now is a transformation of the transport infrastructure out there. We all know that audio and photos and files and videos like this are being sent over networks. And what's happening is, instead of having it all go through various different switches and things, we're now moving to the cloud, where there are certain data centers that are transmitting most of the backbone effort to each other and then into us. And so what's happening is there's a growing need to widen those pipes and speed them up. So very high-speed internet transmission for voice, for data, for video, for whatever, is driving immense growth in this space. So anything that's helping the network along, the packet switching, any of these Cisco-type routers, all this stuff is booming.
So you say one issue in particular, or one trend in particular, that kind of underscores what we're talking about here is mainland Chinese folks buying more and more cell phones and wireless packages.
That's correct.
You say this makes a statement actually about middle America Chinese.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the driving forces of all the demand at the very basic level is the Chinese putting together wireless packages and using cell phones. So what you learn from this is, what this tells us is that the Chinese are becoming middle-income consumers. They're not, you can't work at Foxconn and also own a cell phone from Apple and have its wireless package from China Telecom or China Mobile. So what we're learning here is the Chinese are stepping into that space that the Chinese government wants them to, having some income, disposable income, and they're using their cell phones and learning the apps and learning to speak with each other in new and different ways to get business done and have personal satisfaction from their phones. So what we're seeing here is a China that we need to really address, which is it's an IT China. It's a informed China, and it's one that's got technology working for it.
I guess I should have said middle China Chinese instead of middle America Chinese. I'll correct myself there. Give me some names that you're looking at on your radar.
Yeah, the two I like right now is NetScout and Infinera Corporation. And let me tell you a little bit of difference. NetScout's a lower price stock. It's a higher price, but a lower valuation. And Infinera is almost a 70 PE ratio. And what you learn when you look at these two companies is NetScout is a internet scout. It's helping move the internet around. It's scouting, it's sniffing, and creating ways to move packets, the old-fashioned packet switching, around the network. Infinera is what's called photonic switching, which is basically using light, which uses less energy and moves it quicker. So Infinera is kind of the disruptive technology in this space of moving data and voice and video around on these big broadband networks. And NetScout is sort of the traditional way of improving that. But one way or the other, both of these companies are growing 20–30% a year. Revenues.
All right, John, thanks for that. That's all the time we have. There you have it, spoken word on cell phone sales in China. Computer networks, the overall sector that we were talking about with our Chief Equity Strategist, John Blank. I'm Terry Ruffalo.